Hello, Vlogalogue. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. And today is the day that we celebrate the 4th of July, Independence Day, when we here in the United States adopted the Declaration of Independence and became a free and sovereign nation, free from the shackles that have somehow managed to infiltrate this channel. I am speaking of the evil that is the British. Okay, so in reality, in these United States, we tend to celebrate Independence Day by barbecuing and then exploding a lot of bombs in the sky in pretty patterns. But fireworks, just the whole kind of metaphor with fireworks just bothers me. Let's celebrate the bombs, 'cause that's what we're good at. Bombs. But it's really, this is a day when we're supposed to be super patriotic, and I'm not good at that, right? And I think there are a lot of people that aren't. That it's very easy to look at our country and say, oh, there are things that we don't like. I don't like this political party, or I don't like our healthcare system, or I don't like all of the loans that educate, blah, 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 blah. I went for a walk in Lower Manhattan, which is the oldest Manhattan. It is the oldest New York that you can find. It is in fact the oldest New Amsterdam you can find. But first, before we look at some of the things I found on my travels, let us roll some patriotic music just to scare the British viewers away. So this is the Francis Tavern. It's the oldest building that's still standing in Manhattan, at the very least. There are a couple of buildings in Brooklyn and kind of out far away from the middle of the city. They're still up, but this is the oldest one that was right here, and George Washington hung out there and drank and stuff, and the building's still there. The bricks are still going, so that's fun. And then I took a walk around Stone Street, which is believed to have, I think, some of the same cobblestones that were there. And it's a historical site. It's, you know, it's not particularly paved well, which makes it historically significant. Then we have the Federal Hall National Memorial, which is where the Federal Hall used to be. It's not there anymore, but when it was there, that was where George Washington was initially inaugurated. And it's like a few blocks from my apartment. Then, of course, there's St. Paul's Chapel, which I believe is the oldest religious building still standing in Manhattan. And George Washington went there, too. He got around. Basically, all of the buildings that are still up in Lower Manhattan, he hung out at those. So, I guess that's a good architectural decision. Have George Washington grace your premises. The building is also significant because it served as a kind of a refuge for the recovery workers after the aftermath of 9/11. So it's kind of a big, you know, important building. It's kind of cool that it's still around. I know that for those of you who don't live in the United States, you're like, it's, you know, like 300 years old. Well, for us, that's a long time. We're very young. We're very, very young. But after I get done with that walk, I still started thinking, I'm not walking around feeling huge amounts of pride for the revolutionaries. And it's kind of frustrating. My challenge for you guys this week is, what is it about your country that you actually are proud of or take pride in? Is there a sense of patriotism in, you know, even if it's a minority of things? You know, if I look at the United States, you know, I'm not particularly proud of the fact that we had a civil war, that we had a revolutionary war, that, you know, what I am proud of is the Human Genome Project. That was a cool thing. I'm proud of vaudeville and jazz. Just are kind of American cultural contributions that I think are huge. Vaudeville kind of provided the foundation for stand-up and kind of as a result a huge amount of contemporary comedy. That, you know, the UK had variety shows, but I saw your variety shows. It's you know, vaudeville is kind of a unique medium. Also, ragtime. Ragtime's a cool thing. It's not, you know, there's not a lot of it around anymore. It was nice. So, my question for you all is this week is, what are the things about your country that you can take pride in? And On this, the 4th of July, I would like to let Niall and Victoria know that we're good. We have no interest in reunification, and it's really funny to see how tiny your empire has shrunk. It's a wonder you all fit on that tiny little island. Bye.